Good day, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Obiriwa Princess Sobulachi, and I am a nursing student. I will be summarizing on the novel A Leader Who Had No Title by Robin Sharma. This is a self-help book that shows that anyone can become a leader by developing the right mindset, skill, and habits through inspirational stories being stated and practical advices. In this chapter, Sharma begins by exposing and disapproving the common myth that leaders are born, not made. He argues that leadership is not limited to those with formal titles or position of authority. He introduced the concept of leadership as a mindset, a way of being, and a set of skills that can be developed by anyone. And in this context, Sharma shares the story of a young, vibrant man named Blake Davis. Traumatized the most, but after his encounter with someone who shared his lesson beyond Blake's expectation, which shattered his limitations to being thinking. In this chapter, Blake Davis encountered a man named Tommy Flynn, who was his father's very good friend. Tommy was a source of encouragement and strength to Blake. He taught him all he needed to know about leadership. He made Blake start developing interest in things he lost interest in. Tommy was able to instill so much discipline into Blake, teaching him how to face challenges that are business related. He was ready to help him achieve what his father could not help him achieve before he passed on. Tommy was not only a mentor, but a father figure to him. He made him believe that the purpose of being a business person is not only to make money, but to have intellect about the particular business, which would lead to business growth. In this chapter, Tommy wanted to introduce Blake to the 4 teachers who shared the 4 lessons that lies on the heart of LWC philosophy with him, and will tell him that leadership is not just for people with high position, but for everyone. Tommy finally told Blake what LWT stands for: Lead Without a Title. This is trying to tell us that leadership is not all about title, position, or authority, but about the positive impact one can have on others. Blake's leadership inspires others to follow his example, demonstrating that anyone can be a leader regardless of their title or their position. In chapter 4, the protagonist, Blake, met Annie, who was the first of the 4 teachers who introduced him by Tommy. Anna had almost the same experience that Blake had when she was much younger. The chapter emphasizes on the importance of empathy, especially when faced by diversity. She encouraged Blake to embrace difficulties as an opportunity for personal growth and inspire others during tough and uneasy times. Anna also introduced him to an acronym, IMAGE, which stands for an inclusive algorithm of leadership. The I in IMAGE talks about the importance of innovation. The M stands for mastery, which encourages you to be a FMOB, meaning the first, the most, the only, and the best. A stands for authenticity, G stands for grit, and E stands for ethics. One thing is that she imbibed an unforgettable intellect in Blake, and his experience with her might be the best. In chapter 5, Tommy Flynn introduced Blake to a mentor whose name is T.Y. Boyd. T.Y. made Blake understand that the only way of solving extremely tough problems or difficulties in business is not by running away but by facing them no matter how tough it seems. He said a leader should be able to face whatever life throws at him or her. In this chapter, TY made mention of so many acronyms, KMF and SPARQ. KMF, which means keep moving forward, which on its own was a word of encouragement to Blake and also a form of support. And the second acronym, SPARK, S, which is speak with candor. A leader should be bold and never timid. He should say the truth at all times, should be frank and truthful, which attracts genuine growth and love. The second, P, which stands for prioritize. A leader should give something or someone more importance and attention than others. It involves deciding which task, activity, or goals are most important and should be done first. A, in the word spark, literally the same thing as the subhead of the chapter, meaning someone who has the intention to lead should be able to learn from setbacks, challenges, or issues. As they say, every misfortune and setback comes with a blessing. A leader shouldn't be drowned by any setback. R, which stands for respond versus react, is very essential. A leader must have the capability to respond to some of the problems that they are facing instead of backing out. A leader must always find a way to solve the outstanding problem. Lastly, K, which stands for kudos to everyone. Gratitude and appreciation is one of the most important attributes of a good leader. A good leader must purchase these attributes and also appreciate little effort people make, no matter how small it is. In this chapter, Blake comes in contact with another great man named Jackson. Jackson introduced Blake to an acronym HUMAN, H meaning helpfulness. Being helpful is one of the most important attributes or quality of a leader. A leader should be able to put him or herself in the shoes of their followers. U, which stands for understanding. A great leader is meant to assist at every point in time. Jackson made mention of understanding to Blake because it is very essential, and to be a great leader, one must be understanding. M is the acronym for mingle. It is very important because as a leader, one should be able to mingle and be close to people, because when you do, you could be able to know when you make mistakes or most decisions that are bad. A, which is amuse. A leader mustn't always be serious to his followers to prove a point to show seriousness. Most times you should be free with them to make the atmosphere conducive and environment convenient to share some business ideas with you. The last N, nurturing. Nurturing yourself as a leader is very important because keeping to your word and fulfilling your promises is very important for one's growth and prevent downfall of your business. After the meeting with Jackson, Tommy introduced Blake to a certified massage therapist called Jet Bristle. Jet made mention of 7 fundamentals of personal leadership, which includes learning, affirmation, visualizing, journalizing, goal setting, exercise, and nutrition. Now, nutrition is the most important of all the 7 fundamentals of personal leadership because what you eat or take in determines your performance. Jet introduced one last acronym, SHINE. S meaning see clearly, H, health is wealth, I, inspiration matters, N, neglect not your family, and E, elevate your lifestyle. After the unforgettable meeting with the teacher struck a great tragedy, a day after the meeting, Tommy, who was a great and amazing teacher, passed on. It was such a disheartening moment for Tommy's friends and Blake. Before Tommy died, he wrote a letter to Blake, which was given to him by the teachers, and with a heart full of sadness, Blake lost the letter from them while they walked away. In the letter, Tommy apologized to Blake for not telling him about his sickness. He appreciated Blake for his eagerness to learn about leadership and encouraged him to focus on the things he learned during his meeting with great